Imagine a world where your favorite cartoon series predicted the future. The Simpsons did just that for 2031. Now brace yourself as we delve into the uncanny prediction this beloved show made about the not-so-distant future. In an episode that aired years ago, The Simpsons projected a vision of 2031 that, quite frankly, gave us goosebumps. The show, known for its satirical take on everyday life, painted an image of 2031 that resonates with our deepest fears and hopes. From technological advancements to societal changes, The Simpsons' prediction for 2031 left no stone unturned. It's a prediction that, given the show's track record, might just become a reality. In the episode, the creators masterfully weaved the prediction into the storyline, making it both entertaining and thought-provoking. It's a testament to the show's ability to blend humor with insightful commentary on society. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The Simpsons have more predictions up their sleeve. Now, let's journey back in time and examine these predictions in the order they appeared on the show. Our first stop takes us to Season 6, Episode 19, where we see a vision of a future where virtual reality food is a norm. The Simpsons had this idea way back in 1995, 36 years before 2031. Can you imagine biting into a juicy virtual reality steak or sipping on a pixelated pina colada? Next, we find ourselves in Season 11, Episode 17. Here, the show envisions a world where robots do our everyday chores. The idea of robots taking over our mundane tasks isn't too far-fetched, is it? From automated vacuum cleaners to self-checkout counters, we're already seeing the seeds of this prediction today. Moving on to Season 23, Episode 9, where we see an intriguing glimpse into the future: holographic mail. Imagine receiving your mail in a 3D holographic form, right in your living room. It's a concept that feels like it's straight out of a science fiction movie, but with the rapid advancements in technology, who's to say it won't be a reality by 2031? Lastly, we arrive at Season 25, Episode 18, where we see a world where currency is completely digital. With the rise of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, this prediction doesn't seem too far off, does it? The idea of a cashless society where all transactions are done digitally could very well be our reality in the next decade. Each prediction, while seemingly far-fetched, carries a hint of eerie possibility, doesn't it? The Simpsons have proven again and again that their visions of the future, no matter how outlandish, have a strange habit of coming true. As we inch closer to 2031, only time will tell which of these predictions will become a reality. But what does all this mean for us in 2031? Let's delve into the potential consequences of each Simpsons prediction. Imagine, for a moment, a world where these animated prophecies come to life. The implications could shape how we interact with technology, society, and politics in ways we may never have considered. Firstly, technology. If the Simpsons' prediction of robots doing our chores comes true, we could be looking at a future where our dependence on technology reaches new heights. This could free up our time for more creative pursuits, but it could also lead to an increased digital divide, with those unable to afford such luxuries left behind. When it comes to society, the show's prediction of a cashless world could revolutionize our daily transactions. No more fumbling for change at the checkout, no more bulky wallets. But this could also mean an end to financial privacy, as every transaction leaves a digital trail. And what about politics? The Simpsons' prediction of a woman president could signify a shift towards more diverse representation in leadership. But it could also bring about unique challenges as society grapples with shifting gender norms and power dynamics. In the realm of environmental policy, the show's prediction of a world grappling with climate change is already becoming a reality. If this trend continues, we could see a drastic change in our lifestyles as we adapt to rising sea levels, more extreme weather, and dwindling resources. Of course, these predictions should be taken with a pinch of salt. They're based on a satirical cartoon, after all, but they do offer an interesting springboard for discussion about our future. Whether these predictions come to pass or not, they serve as a reminder that the future is unpredictable and often stranger than fiction. They challenge us to consider the potential implications of current trends and to think critically about the world we want to create. The Simpsons' predictions, while humorous, could carry significant implications for our future. But why should we take these predictions seriously? Because The Simpsons has a track record of getting things right. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Back in the early 90s, The Simpsons predicted that the once obscure actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, would become a political leader. And what happened? In 2003, Arnold was elected governor of California. Coincidence? Maybe. Or perhaps it's The Simpsons' uncanny knack for predicting the future. Not convinced? Well, let's talk about technology. In a 1995 episode, The Simpsons showcased a device remarkably similar to today's smartwatches. Lisa's future husband, Hugh, uses a wristwatch as a phone, a whole 19 years before the 2014 release of the first Apple smartwatch. But that's not all. The show also predicted autocorrect fails, video chatting, and even the invention of cryptocurrency. Still on the fence? Let's move on to global events. In a 2000 episode, Bart glimpses into the future to see Lisa as president. In her address, she mentions inheriting quite a budget crunch from President Trump. Fast forward to 2016, and who do we see being sworn in as the 45th President of the United States? You guessed it, Donald Trump. And of course, we can't forget about the pandemic prediction. In a 1993 episode, a mysterious virus from Asia sweeps through Springfield, causing widespread panic, eerily mirroring the global COVID-19 pandemic that shook the world in 2020. But it's not just the big things. The Simpsons has also nailed some eerily specific predictions, like the FIFA corruption scandal, the discovery of the Higgs boson particle, and even the ending of Game of Thrones. The Simpsons' track record of predicting the future is, to say the least, impressive. One might even call it spooky. With such a history of getting things right, who's to say what the future holds? With a track record like that, who's to say what 2031 will bring? As we prepare for 2031, we can't help but wonder what else The Simpsons might have predicted. As we've seen, the show has a knack for eerily accurate foresight, a talent that has both amused and startled viewers for decades. Let's revisit the key predictions we've discussed. First, there's the potential for a new technological revolution, with Springfield residents demonstrating futuristic gadgets and tech that seem outlandish now, but may soon become our reality. Could we be on the brink of a new era of hyperconnectedness, or will these concepts remain in the realm of fiction? Only time will tell. Next, we have the prediction of environmental changes. The Simpsons has often depicted a world grappling with the consequences of climate change, from melting ice caps to extreme weather events. As we move closer to 2031, these scenarios seem less like parody and more like a sobering wake-up call. Then there's the intriguing prospect of space travel becoming commonplace. The Simpsons has often toyed with this idea, presenting a world where trips to Mars or the Moon are as routine as a Sunday drive. As companies like SpaceX continue to push the boundaries of space exploration, this prediction doesn't seem as far-fetched as it once did. But what does this all mean? Why do we find ourselves so fascinated by The Simpsons and its track record of predictions? Perhaps it's because the show serves as a cultural mirror, reflecting our hopes, fears, and absurdities back at us. It's a satire that often hits uncomfortably close to home, and therein lies its power. It's not just about predicting the future, it's about illuminating the present in a way that few other shows can. The Simpsons doesn't just predict the future, it shapes our understanding of the world. It's a testament to the show's creators and writers that they've managed to stay relevant and insightful for over 3 decades, continuously adapting to the times while maintaining their unique brand of humor. And so, as we look ahead to 2031, we can't help but be intrigued by what The Simpsons might have in store for us. Will the show continue its trend of uncanny predictions? Will it continue to reflect our world with its signature blend of satire and sincerity? It's impossible to know for sure, but it's certainly a fascinating prospect. In the end, the true magic of The Simpsons lies not in its predictive power, but in its ability to entertain, provoke thought, and capture the zeitgeist of the times. Whether these predictions come true or not, one thing is certain. The Simpsons will continue to entertain and surprise us, and perhaps even predict our future.